Hi everybody, welcome to another part of Tpull's Corner. We're playing Magic the Gathering Arena. This is Travis, and today's deck is titled simply Can't. What can't we do, you say? Well, I tried to make it so you can't do a lot of things. We've got 16 creatures, not a lot. We've got 24 lands, a lot of instants in here. Most of it is centered around the idea of something like the spell can't be countered, or they can't do something or other. Okay, so we'll run through the deck real quick. Keen-Eared Sentry that we have hexproof, so they can't do direct damage to us when this is out. Each opponent can't venture into the dungeon more than once each turn. Goblin Tunneler. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn if I tap him. 3 of the Goma Feta Vanguards is a 2/2 human warrior. Whenever they attack a target creature, opponent controls with power less than or equal to the number of warriors I control can't block this turn. So if I've got all 3 of these on the field, all 3 of them are warriors. If I have all 3 of them attacking, then I can choose a target creature that has power 3 or less, and they can't block. 2 copies of Kargan Intimidator, another human warrior. I can also spend 1 mana and do one of 3 choices. If I have 3 mana, I can spend all 3 mana and do each one of those 3 each turn. Roiling Vortex does 1 damage to each person at the beginning of their upkeep, so it does damage to you too, each for your upkeep. But if they cast a spell and no mana was spent to cast that spell, Roiling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player, and if I spend 1 red, the opponent can't gain life this turn. 3 Brushfire Elementals. Why? Because Brushfire Elemental can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. He gets +2 per turn when I put a land down. 1 copy Weathered Runestone. Non-land permanents in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield, and players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. Not a problem for me. If they have spells like that, it might be a problem for them. Archon of Emeria, 2/3 flyer. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn, and non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. This is kind of a card that comes up a lot in the deck, even though I only have 1 copy of it. But what I like to do is get some kind of advantage on the field and then play it, and hopefully I can just maintain the advantage. If they can only cast 1 spell, I can only cast 1 spell. Hopefully whatever threat they put I can counter, and then the advantage I have on the battlefield remains. 1 copy of Bound in Gold to enchant them. The permanent can't attack, block, or crew vehicles. 4 copies of Heated Debate. Deals 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. The spell can't be countered. Magic Missile also can't be countered. Another spell. This one's an instant. Magic Missile is a sorcery. It deals 3, but you can change it. You can divide it among 1, 2, or 3 targets. That includes the player themselves or their creatures. And/or 2 Find the Paths, enchant land. When you do it, you can venture into the dungeon. Copy of Path to the Festival, so I can get another basic land out, and Flashback. I don't think the Flashback works if I have the Weathered Runestone out, so you do have to, make sure. Do you want to have this out and then blow your Flashback? Maybe you wait until you play this card and the Flashback and then play Weathered Runestone. Hopefully it's not too important. Hunter's Mark. Costs 3 less to cast if you're targeting a blue permanent, but basically your creature gets +1/+1, and then you deal damage to a target creature or planeswalker you don't control. 1 copy of Toski Bearer Secrets, because that spell can't be countered. He's indestructible 1/1. Got to attack each turn, but whenever I deal combat damage, draw a card. That's with any creature, so if I got 5 creatures and 4 of them hit, I get to draw 4 cards. 1 Doomscar to destroy everybody. 3 Inescapable Blazes, because this spell can't be countered. There's a 4th one. It's just a different background, different... same cover, same art, different expansion symbol is all. 1 copy of Inferno Starmounts, because, sing along if this sounds familiar, this spell can't be countered. 6/6 flyer with haste, and you can pump them up with +1 for each land you have free that's a mountain. And then Cragplate Baloth, which is also a 6/6 beast that this spell can't be countered. Plus it's hexproof and has haste, and if I kick it, I get to add 4 extra counters onto it. And that's the deck. I've got 3 colors. Sometimes it's hard to get all the right lands out, but I've got a World Tree in there, so if I get that down, then suddenly everything works magically because we're playing Magic. Alright, that's the deck. We're going to take it out for a spin and see if we can win any games. As always, like and subscribe, please. Alright, that's as good a start as any, right? This deck does have some weaknesses. It's based on trying to sort of lock out different parts of whatever the enemy might bring to us. We can, if we do things right, we could lock down their life gain, we could lock down their digging into their graveyard, we could lock down them casting 2 or 3 spells at a time at us. Let's see. He can look at the top and play lands from the top, and different powers you can cast creature spells. So, you are too powerful. You must go. I don't have a whole lot in here really that deals with enchantments. So, enchantments is a big weakness. I could use a card that could lock down enchantments. I have a deck that I put out recently called Top of the Deck. This card would fit right in with that, to look at the top card of your library and play lands. I had Rada to do that, and Rada was very powerful in other ways, but we can't use Rada anymore with the September rotation, so maybe Augur of Autumn would be a good replacement there. If I get some of these cards, I may have to update that top of the deck for the current meta and show that one again. Looks like we have a Coven deck, huh? What are you thinking about? You're all tapped out. Okay, what do we want to do? I think we want to bring this guy out. And that is it. Are they willing to trade their 3/3 Vigilant to a 3/1? I think I might be willing to do that. Maybe not. I have Hunter's Mark. I could absorb some damage and then use it next turn. Let's see what they do. We got us a thinker. Let's go bug your pet. Miss me. Let's go feed my pet. Do you have any treats for your pet? You didn't bring anything, did you? Look at that. Look at that. See? Another one. Gross. Now they should definitely be willing to trade, right? As if they don't have a way to get rid of it. You're going to attack for 1 point of damage, okay? Have fun with that. Let's see. Let's make you a coward. And we'll attack for 1. Okay. I need a second white in case I need a Doomscar. Let's see. If I do this, let's see, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, that should still work. So let's do... Let's get rid of the guy that can get lifelink. We're going to make you a coward. And we're going to pump up my strength by 1. I'm going to hit you for 5. He's gonna block it. I thought he'd absorb it and still just keep on attacking me. He's still got the advantage on me in health points. And at this point, he's got more cards. But maybe he's got something expensive he can't cast at this point. He just keeps throwing out more and more of these guys. Gross. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go get one more forest. I don't need another land now. I just got all the land that I really want right this second. Put out you. And let's make you a coward. And let's attack. And let's see if he goes for a trade with the Dawnhart Wardens. I wouldn't if I were him. He's still at 18. Making him think about it, though. Is all you got is cheap spells with creatures that are costing 4 or less? You might be able to swarm me. I'm not sure I found the theme in his deck yet. It looks like he's using nothing but humans, so maybe he's got something that pumps humans up. Maybe he just needs a second white source. Maybe he's trying to lure me to sleep with his roping. He didn't attack? It's getting a little weird. What do we want to do? We want to attack. Anybody can block if they want to. I'm willing to trade. I want to get rid of what creatures you have. I can't really... I could have made him not be able to block if I'd been willing to attack with Goma. But then the Dawnhart Wardens could have blocked Goma and knocked her out. You should be at least willing to block with the Shield Maid at this point. I just want to give him trample. If there's no blocks, then I won't give him trample. I'll just give him a +1. Why in the world did you quit? Okay, maybe they just had too many problems with land. No green yet, but give it time. I like Tajiro, but I haven't seen him used much lately, except in Death Touch Tribal with Finn. So why do I get the feeling I'm going to see Finn very soon? Alright, we will get our green in, and this is why we do Magic Missile. That's just lovely. You emptied half your hand, and it didn't do you much good just yet, did it? He has to attack to get the Death Touch, right? Okay, it's time to get some white sources in here. Yeah, we'll do this now, I guess. And let's see what else we got coming up. Another green source. I do need a third green source for Balith. Let's see if they want to trade. Get a turn 6 Balith out. And it doesn't have trample, so... yeah, we'll do it anyway. Just to get him scared. Right, it's got hexproof, so you can't do Rabid Bite or anything to it. No spells like that. You could block it, and you've got a lot of Death Touchers. But I came prepared a little bit with all my direct damage. Let's see. I'm just going to let you hit me then. Because I couldn't stop that 2 life gain from the talisman anyway. But that costs you 2 to put out. And equip her anyway. Oh, you do have another Death Toucher handy. Okay, so get rid of you. Attack with everybody. Ramp card's not going to help me too much at this point. Found a good use for his Rabid Bite. I need creature removal. Thank you! just barely worked out. That was kind of top deck and luck there, I think. Having World Tree at the start is always a good thing. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. You are black. Swamps, dark mana, dealing in graveyards all the time. And it's hard for black to deal with artifacts. But mixing red into it changes the story a little bit. They're not going to do anything, huh? They're not going to do anything either. Ogre, okay. Goldspan Dragon. We are a treasure deck. And me without any white mana. Oh, there's one. Get rid of you now. Okay, so we need the second red to do Magic Missile. That's fine. Let's do this. Get the second white source, and with all 6 down in World Tree, we can do whatever we want now. Do you want to trade? He does not want to trade. I think that's a mistake, but whatever. See what's coming up. Ooh, Crag Plate Baloth. I'll take him. The next couple of turns are going to be fun. Oh, don't scoop yet. You won't be able to see the other guy. I need you to be able to see the other guy. 3. 3 points of damage. What else you got? There you go. Thank you. Now you get to see the next guy. That's great fun. Didn't have to worry about any counter spells. So I'm not sure how valuable all of these things are where the spells can't be countered. But we won. It makes me happy. Three lands and 2 of them get me the Brushfire Elemental. That is lovely. I like her fire dress. Fiery Tiara. We're up against Big Galaxy Brain. We're using the Can't deck. In the Can't deck, each opponent can't venture into the dungeon more than once each turn. Let's see. We'll start with the red Monosaurs. We don't care what you do, you can't block my elemental. Sometimes, if you don't have an opening hand that's the way you need it to be, you can feel dread at seeing a Brushfire Elemental on your first round. Especially when you can do stuff like that. Another creature comes down. Gomafada Vanguard. Whenever she attacks, target creature an opponent controls with less than or equal to the number of warriors you control can't block this turn. So even if you get one creature down, I can still attack and you can't block me. Well, depends on the power. Oh, never mind, you can block me with that, right? Okay. When they die, you get a 2/2 black zombie. Okay, but that guy has Death Touch, so get rid of you now. Decayed means you can't block. Okay, fun for you. Okay. If I target a blue permanent I don't control, the spell can't be countered. That's nice. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to target the creature I control. We're going to target the plain creature I don't control. Get rid of you. Go ahead and bring you down, in case they have any discard spells that give them zombies. And we'll attack with just you. I don't mind if he gets into the zombie and starts pumping them up and attacking, because if you're going to attack with that guy, then I might get through with more of these guys. You are getting rid of your entire line? Okay. Hope you drew something good. It's got a full hand and 5 mana. That is something good. That worked out perfect for him. Hope you enjoyed the life. You're not going to gain any life from here on out. Clock has started. You got 6 more turns. Fine, take away my cards. World Tree. You like it? I will need to do something more to kill him. I can't just sit here because he's got a nice little army building up right now. All I really need is one more land. Three, 4, 5. Okay. Ouch. That was a pretty quick timer, huh? That was just a couple turns. However, we'll just go straight to his face. Lots of green. It's been a while since I picked up this deck. This is the can't deck. Things that the opponent can't do, like they can't counter my spells. Heated Debate can't be countered. Cragplate Baloth can't be countered. Here's one: each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. That one kind of hurts me too. Let's see, you're all tapped out, right? I like the artwork. Don't like Righteous Valkyrie when she's flying against me. Only one spell a turn, please. Augur of Autumn. I like Augur of Autumn. When I use her, I guess we'll go ahead and attack all we can. Yep, she can deal land straight off the top of the deck. And now she can do more than one spell. And what can I do? I can try to kill her. It worked! I don't think I want to wait to kick this one. I think it's time to bring it down. Bring down the hammer. If they ever move. Enduring Angel. Well, they have double strike, so let's just get rid of them instead. And then we will put down that one. Oh yeah, we don't care about Youthful Valkyrie. You can have the lifelink too. Because you know what? You can't counter this spell. And you can't get rid of it unless you're hiding a board wipe. Which means the clock just started ticking. They could have another Enduring Angel. Which one do we want to kill more? That one. How many of those do you have? Well, I know you probably have 4, okay? But do you have to always have them? Yet another removal. Okay, does that mean Valkyrie becomes a chump blocker? Alright. Let's not leave him a choice. If you do have a removal spell, you'll have to use it. No. Okay. We're down to the top decking. One land is all I need. Oh, look at that. Enchant land. I get to venture into the dungeon instead. So let's scry. Oh, we'll take that puppy. Okay, 4 removal spells. Can keep Youthful Valkyrie as a chump blocker, right? What's that last spell you're holding, I wonder? Are you going to go through the motions? Alright, 3... Oh, you know what? I can kick this one. Lovely. Okay, that's the deck. It's just called Can't. A lot of times what we end up doing, we don't get through a lot of the cards in here. You know, we saw, like in the last match, Heated Bait, Magic Missile, Brushfire Elemental, a momentary appearance by the Vanguard and Intimidator, and we had Hunter's Mark, Inescapable Blaze, and Crag Plate Baloth. And that was it. What I was trying to do was I have 3 cards that I tweaked in here. Here, the Revel in Silence. Your opponents can't cast spells or activate Planeswalker's loyalty abilities this turn. I have 3 copies now. I put them in there. I haven't used this one before, although I have used Flame Scroll Celebrant side once or twice. And I think I'm just going to keep this deck in my repertoire, and I'll pull it out every now and then. And I just want to see how useful I can make that card. The rest of it seems to work fairly well, and the theme held up pretty well. I didn't even need to use my Doomscar some of the time. But yeah, I kind of like this theme, this concept of cards that can't be countered and instructions that prevent your opponents from doing certain things. And it's going to look different depending on the rotation of the cards. There's a lot more cards. If you want to play this in Historic with some of the older cards from previous decks, there's a lot other ways to clamp down on your opponent. So that could be fun to explore in the future too. But this is what we're limited to in Standard for the most part, a lot of these current spells. And I encourage you to take it out for a spin yourself, see if you have as much fun as I did. And we're going to have more fun later because we're going to come at you with more new decks. So come on back to Tpull's Corner as soon as you get a chance. If you want us to stick around, click like, click subscribe, share us with a friend, all that good stuff. And for now, have a good one.